Hi, Miss Red Vegan here for my Monday night Ask Me Anything. So last week I missed you all, but it was because I was on vacation in Jamaica, and I thought I would still, turn out. Sorry, it's so shaky. I'm trying to put this in the holder. I was a few minutes behind it. I didn't want you guys to wait any longer, but maybe I'll just hold it. So I was on vacation in Jamaica, and I ended up leaving my phone in my room most of the time and just going phone free for most of the trip, which was really fun and exciting and freeing. So I apologize for not seeing you then, but it was a good, healthy decision for me, and so I'm glad I did it. And it made me miss you all, and that much more excited to come back and visit today and see you all again today. So yeah, it might be something I do more often when I go away, is put the phone down, leave it in the hotel room, and take a little break. I think that's good and healthy. I think there's a lot of great things about phones and the internet and social media, but it's also good to take a break. So let's see. You guys gave me a ton of good questions today. I'm not going to have time to hit them all, but I'll try to save the ones I don't hit for another time, because I actually had a couple of things also that I wanted to talk about. And one thing I mentioned on one of my posts is that I tried the Impossible Whopper at Burger King. And so I wanted to give you guys my review of that on this video. So I'm going to wait till near the end of the video to tell you my thoughts on that. So stick around. I promise I won't be too much longer than like 10 minutes or so. Oh, hi, Jason. How was my day today? My day was great today. So Mondays and Tuesdays I'm off work because I work at the art museum, and they're closed Mondays and Tuesdays. I manage the customer service team there. Some people like work at the museum Mondays and Tuesdays if they're in like marketing or like, security or something, or studio classes, but customer service, I don't, because there's not really a need for me to be there if the guests aren't there. So, these are my days off. So today I spent, the morning and early afternoon with my mom. We like to go do little shopping trips and go out to lunch together. So that's what we did today. We didn't buy anything I think the first time ever going on a shopping trip with my mom where we didn't buy a single thing. But that's probably good too. It's not like I really need anything. So, and it's just mostly an excuse for us to spend time together and all that. Okay, so I'm going to start with one thing I want to talk about, because I keep seeming to get messages about this and it drives me crazy. So it's going to be a little bit of a rant, but it is what it is. Okay, so I have gotten a number of messages from people in relationships or newly out of relationships who unfollowed me for reasons of jealousy. And so I have my own opinions on this, and I think it's really dumb, and this is why. So I've heard it from a couple different angles, and one of the angles that I hear the most is either from a guy who, like, I consider a friend on here, someone I, communicate with, that will be like, oh, I have a new girlfriend, I have to unfollow you. Okay, so no. Jealousy, especially early on in a relationship, is not a good sign. You shouldn't have to change who your friends are, or, unfollow someone on Instagram. We're not even in real life. Like, it's not even like we even... Now, okay, so if there's... First of all, okay, just to clear everything up, there's not a single person on Instagram right now who I'm, like, flirting with or being inappropriate with in any way. So if there are any ladies out there who are worried about their men, it's not, like... There's nothing going on. And you're welcome to ask me, I'll clarify anything. Jealousy is not healthy emotion. And not to that extent that you're changing who you're following and being friends with online. And it's just a bad signal for the relationship. And of course, unsurprisingly, most of these people end up coming back and being like, yep, the relationship didn't work out, and back to following. So for the ladies, usually it's something, and men too, but like for me, obviously it's like more talking to the ladies, but it's something you got to work on yourself. And it's self-esteem, it's trust. If you're getting red flashing lights from your partner, there's probably a reason. And making them unfollow people on Instagram is not going to help that. There's probably some real life reason. They're probably doing something shady in real life. Or if they're not, it's something that you have to look into and improve on your self-esteem, which if anyone wants help with that, I am more than happy to help people like learn how to build up self-esteem, how, my thoughts on it. I'm getting in my DMs, ladies. I can help you out, help you work on this. And guys, just realize that this is, it's not a healthy request, and you shouldn't be requesting the same thing from them. You shouldn't control your partner. You should be both together because you want to be together and because you trust each other, not because you want to control someone else and have to control their actions. That's not okay. So just everyone look at that. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm sick of getting these messages from people being like, oh, sorry, I unfollowed you. I'm following you again now because I broke up with my blah, blah, blah. Silly. Anyway, okay, that's enough on that. So I'm going to hit some of my quick questions that I can answer here. Am I related to Celine Dion? No. That's so funny. But yeah, no, I don't know her. I wish. She's very talented. I love her voice. It's beautiful. She's a very talented woman, not related to her at all. First of all, Dion, which I pronounce Dion because I am French in my heritage, but I don't like speak it or anything. And the last name comes from my ex-husband, and he and his family pronounce it Dion. So that's how I pronounce my name, Melissa Dion. I don't care if you pronounce it Dion. That's fine by me. I won't correct you, but so no, not related to Celine, unfortunately. Yeah, that was a quick, easy one. Somebody asked me what state I live in. Massachusetts. In a city called Shrewsbury near Worcester, the second largest city in Massachusetts. Quick, easy one. Somebody asked me if I'm gonna be visiting the UK soon. I would love to. I don't have plans currently. It's on the list. I'll get there someday. If someone wants to buy me a plane ticket. No, I don't know. But I'll make it over there someday. I know I have a lot of friends over there, so I'll let everyone know, of course, if I make plans. Somebody asked me because I'm so critical of capitalism, what I think would be better. I have no idea. I study political science. I have no expertise in the area. I would probably sound dumb if I tried to come up with something. I think it's important to be critical of things that people take as self-evident. So any thing that is seen in this society to be unquestionable or to be normal or to be regular, I'm going to question whether that's monogamy, whether that's eating animals, whether that's whatever habits, whether that's capitalism, whatever the norm is, I'm going to question, because that's an important part of who we are as people. We shouldn't just go along with the herd. And there's a lot of terrible things about capitalism, and I hate them. And so I hope someday someone comes up with something better. Not super optimistic in the US. I think that it would take, I don't know, complete environmental collapse or some other horrible thing to happen for anything to change, unfortunately. But you never know. And I'm going to keep speaking out on things that I disagree with. So if anyone does have any better ideas, let me know. And okay, so annoying things that non-vegans say, everything. No, I'm just kidding. It drives me crazy when non-vegans are like, oh, does it bother you if I eat this like next to me or whatever? And it's like, if you're asking me that, something's telling you that it's wrong to do, whether or not I'm next to you. Like if you're questioning if it's okay to do this in front of me, it's probably not okay. So it's annoying that you're asking for my permission, and I'm not going to give you my permission. I'll be like, sure, yeah, if you don't mind, you know, like me talking about this in front of you. No, it's just, I hate when non-vegans say that. Or, what do you eat? Do I look like I'm starving you? No. No one has accused me of starving. So I'm clearly eating plenty, and you really want me to list out like my last week's worth of food. Anyway, those are just a few silly little annoying things that non-vegans say. Okay, so I'm going to jump right to the burger because I've already been chattering on for too long. At the airport in Orlando, coming back from Jamaica, I was in the international terminal on the way back home to Boston in Orlando, and it's not my favorite terminal, and there's not a ton of great food options. There's like an on the border. There's like not really anything substantial for vegans to eat. And we brought snacks on the trip, so we could have made do, but so many people have been in my DMs asking if I've tried the burger, the Impossible Whopper yet. So I figured I would do them a solid, and there's a Burger King there that offered it. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to give it a try, which I did, and I posted about it, which created a huge shitstorm in the comments by the vegan police, who are super angry about the Impossible Burger, which I understand a lot of the concerns, but I also think that we as vegans need to be a little bit less dickish when talking to each other, and understanding that not everyone has the same food options and opportunities as we do, and that for a lot of people, fast food is what's available in their neighborhood, in their area, in their price range, and that that is a concession that we have to consider. Anyway, so my verdict was, I was never pre-vegan. I never ate at Burger King. I wasn't a fan, and I did think that the Impossible Burger was good. It wasn't my jam. I don't know. I was even like before I was vegan, like a million years ago when I was like a kid and like really liked fast food stuff, I was always a McDonald's girl. So I'd be more inclined to like one of those cheap little McDonald's burgers, do a fake of that. But I thought it was good. It didn't knock my socks off as much as other people are talking about. But my friend really liked it, and I've heard from a lot of meat eaters who have been encouraged to try it because of my post, and they have all sworn to switch to it. So overall, I think it's doing way more good than some vegans want to admit, and saving way more animals' lives than would otherwise be saved. And that's what I have to say about that burger. So thank you for joining me today. And I'll be back next week, and thank you for your questions, and hopefully I'll hit them next week if I didn't hit them today. So thanks everyone. Bye for now.